There we go.
Oh hey, we're sitting on a park bench.
And look, we have friends.
One of them looks like he's eyeing little girls with bad intent. Presumably he has snot running down his nose. And given that he's carrying around a big bloody sword, he probably has greasy fingers smearing shabby clothes. AQUALUNG. I may have named the stream, didn't I?
Yes, he did. But there's a reason for that. Well, first let's read this little note here. The Parish Way. Witnesses of the priestess's miracles knew they had found their savior. They spread word of her blessing, and slowly the White Parish took form. The White Parish worshipped no god. Rather, they followed the guidance of the White Priestess, living so as not to fall prey to the blight. Theirs is a peaceful existence, with days spent praying for tranquility over those who have been purified.
Ah, cult of personality. Great. Awesome. Fantastic.
Nope, I shouldn't have pressed that button. Also, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Surat. Because we have to take care of something. As you can see, I'm a little bit a different location from last time. I figured, I might as well at least get to this spot.
Water not work that way.
It just did.
Nah. Water work that way.
But we gotta go down here. Because there's a certain someone we must meet.
AQUALUNG?
The Dark Witch Elaine.
We're fighting Lady Elaine.
This boss gave me so much trouble when I first played it. It took me forever to beat her. Because she is really hard from, like, the first... she's, like, probably the hardest boss you're gonna get in the beginning of the game.
She has Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright's Eclipse attack. And she has Tornado Hold!
Yes, she does.
Is she a Mega Man or a Kirby or both? It's a
Hello,
Layla.
Whoop. Whoop.
Weirdly, the boss fight music was reminding me of Mega Man Legends for a sec. Less so now. Which is funny, because Mega Man Legends doesn't have... Like, it has a soundtrack, obviously, but a lot of it is kind of ambient noises. With one notable exception, which is a piece by Bach. Next up, we fight King Friday and Neighbor Aber.
Uh-oh. Time for the final part of this.
Time for the oh, she has tentacles!
Yep, so you gotta keep a bit of a distance from her.
Behold, I am the Hentai Witch. Fear me. Your hammer is no match for the powers of hentai.
Oh, and she's gone.
I think this is the second game you've introduced me to where there has been a boss fight with, like, a witch lady who also has the power of hentai tentacles.
What was the other one?
Odin Sphere.
Oh, yeah. The Coven is lost. A place I fought so hard to protect. Everything I built up by my own hand, brought to ruin.
I probably shouldn't have built it out of chocolate.
I risked everything to protect her. Fredia, the only friend I've ever known. I yearn only for your safety. Even now, I remember the day you eased the suffering of what was once my mother.
That's a morbid way of putting it.
The day you became the priestess of the fount, Fredia. Such precious time was taken from us, never to be returned. I continued my research in the hope it may have eased your burden.
It in fact did not.
But it was all for naught. That folly has become my own burden. I'll carry it to protect this place, at least until this horrid rain ceases to fall. I devoted my time to refining this magic. Now it is the time to put it to use.
Yeah, like, again, the story of this reminds me of Dead Cells, only less tongue-in-cheek.
But yeah, now we have the ability to shoot fireballs. Lilian was raised in a coven of witches and was hailed as a gifted sorceress of an early age, meaning the priestess eased her anxieties and loneliness. And yes, now we can go underwater!
Cue Jethro Tull.
Whee!
That's not even my favorite Jethro Tull song. It's also, like, not a typical Jethro Tull song in that there's not a flute solo in it.
Yep, and okay, we got everything in here, so head back up.
Who would be a poor man, a beggar man, a thief, if he had a rich man in his hand?
Whee! And yeah, as you can see, the Umbral Knight we can use underwater, the other ones cannot. Let me actually go up and heal and save first. But now we can travel around to different areas that have water. Also, I may switch you in now. Let's see, can I enhance you yet? I can. Oh, I can enhance the crow, too. There we go.
Freaking birds.
It's a surprisingly useful thing. Also, my mistake. It actually only shows the ones that we've collected thus far. So we got Sigrid, Garrett, and Elaine.
We actually saw a crapload of birds while we were running errands between work and here.
Yes. Also, other critters. Like, we saw a lot of deer, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. No foxes. This
Nope.
disappoints Lantern.
Yes. And yeah, the dash ability lets us, go a little faster in the water.
This song feels like it wouldn't be out of place in a Castlevania game.
Whoop, wrong button. Whee! Apparently.
Again, the one time that Star got to have, like, the real J.K. Lantern experience was during the family reunion thing.
Yeah, with the goose stamp.
When we got caught in the goose stampede. It's fine, they're going the other way! Oh no.
Hi, bird.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The column of water! It should be splashing out along the side. That water does not water that way.
But we just saw it do it.
I'm having flashbacks to, like, one or two of the rooms in, I think it's Link's Awakening. I think it also does it in one of the Oracle games, too, where it's like, no, that's not... Oh, yeah, so, this would have been last year, year before?
Last year.
When we were in Missouri for a week for family reunion, we were staying at this resort, and Star and I were going down for breakfast or lunch or something.
Yeah.
Going to one of the dining areas, which involved us going past this pond, and there were a lot of geese, and we're like, okay, they're heading away from the path. This is fine, that means they won't bother us. But someone else was, like, coming down towards the way the geese were with a dog.
Yeah, with a service dog, I believe.
And, the geese did not appreciate that and panicked and started running.
Towards the pond. Towards us.
Directly towards us.
Luckily, they dodged us.
You have been attacked by a cannabox.
Frickin' mimics.
It's possible we've been playing Dragon Quest this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dragon Quest I remake does a lot to improve the gameplay and also improve the narrative.
Yes. Oops. Whoops, there I go.
Well,
back I go.
sitting on a park bench. I feel like it's been a while since I've sat down and just jammed out some Jethro Tull.
Up we go.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we waltz.
Whack.
You vex me, water.
There we go.
Forgive me if I'm yawning a lot. It's been a tiring week.
Yeah.
That felt like it should have been a secret.
Nah, it was just where we opened up the one thing. We go up.
Epic Doge.
Oop.
Toro! Toro! So how has everybody's Thanksgiving been?
Yeah.
I brined a turkey for Star's family.
Yes, he did. It was very moist.
Yeah, your dad was like, oh my god, like, we've never had a turkey this moist before. And I'm like, yeah, that magic of brining.
Yeah. Yep. I miss.
I also made one of the Dylan Hollis cornbread recipes for your job.
Yeah.
Which also ended up going to your family.
Yep.
And also to one of my coworkers.
Yep.
Yeah, he ate it, and he's like, this is really good! And I'm like, yep, you're eating poor white people food there. That's a poor white people recipe. This is great! He also loved your stuffed mushrooms, so,
Yeah.
like, whenever you make those again, we need to save him some.
Okay. Up.
Oh god! The purple drink, it has betrayed us! See, if I was designing this game, I would absolutely hide a secret in the death purple drank that you have to swim to.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
I think ESA does something similar too. We would not have miracle waterfalls, we would have waterfalls that make sense, damn it. That also looked like a secret thing. Like it should be a secret thing in the middle of the elevator shaft. Again, this might just be like my ESA foo talking. What's ESA? Environmental Station Alpha.
Yes.
The other game Hempoli made.
Yep. There's a Let's Play of it on Yorkshire Ravens channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Surratt was in the driver's seat.
And there's definitely more secrets in that game. It's just we got to a certain point and we were all like, yeah, we're done here. But Surratt, don't you want to know what happens to the sad anteater? Or mega sad? I'm trying to remember if we did the first boss fight with the space jerk. I'm gonna... Because Hempoli's been working on the sequel to that game for years now. I would laugh if he somehow made the sad anteater plot relevant. There is no reason for it to be plot relevant. There is no reason for it to be in the game beyond it being funny.
Hey, get over here. Ow.
I know we didn't do the second space jerk fight. That fight has one funny thing that can happen. See, that water should be going up because there's water above it. Like, just... that's how... Physics.
It's a fantasy world.
It still has to obey the laws of physics.
Ow. Oh, right. That one's a timed one.
Oh, joy.
Oh, I didn't realize I was in this one.
Lightsabers obey zero physics. And actually, it's funny. I remember when I was in middle school, guy I knew was like, yeah, my dad's gonna build me a functioning lightsaber. And I'm like, no, I don't think he will. He totally knows how it works. No, he does not, because physics.
Squish. Oh, hey, there's another one of us.
Oh, hey, a dead us. That's great. Hi, dead us. How are you doing?
Ow. I know that there's a point where I can find the switch to open that. I just can't remember where it is. Hoop. Oops.
Well,
I swam right into that one, I did.
freaking water evil. Oh man, the farther away log tavern location was having a pizza truck today.
Damn.
Damn. We missed out.
We had nice pasta today.
We did. There's a pasta place up closest big, well, not even big, but one of the closer cities to us.
Yeah.
I need to reread the Hitchhiker's Guide books. It's been a few years. I first read those like in middle school. I probably should not have been allowed to read them. Yep.
Yep.
Keeping in mind, I never got very far in Hollow Knight, there was at least one screen we've encountered in the game where I'm like, wait, wasn't this in Hollow Knight? I think it was this one, in fact.
Probably.
Hollow Knight's a great game, I'm just bad at it. Horse.
Horse. Oop. There we go. So I'm trying to remember, because I know there's at least a spot around actually, it might have been further up this way where we could... Oh wait, no, it was down here. I think. Oh wait, no, this was just the way that direction. I think it was a screen over. There was another spot, I think, where there was water.
I was walking along the road until I spotted a bug. Hello, bug. I followed the little Dickens until I hit my head on this tree branch. Whack! My mistake, it was this one. Whack! Like, I'm sure I could get good at Hollow Knight, I just have, I can't remember if this came before Hollow Knight or after.
I think this was after. I have to double check the timing.
Yeah, I didn't realize just how big Hollow Knight was. I know it was big in terms of indie titles, obviously, but, like, it sold more than, like, Undertale did.
And obviously Silksong's doing well for itself.
Yep. If only people loved Tunic that much, because Tunic was great.
Yeah.
We're still waiting to see if Bug Fables gets a sequel, because that game was awesome. And part of this is just because of, like, the limitations Nintendo puts on their, the devs working with them. In a lot of ways, Bug Fables was better than Paper Mario, just because they were more free to, like, do fun stuff with the characters.
There we go. There's some water.
Yeah, Tunic is great. It's not necessarily easy, but, yeah, although there is a mode that basically makes it so you don't take damage. I did not learn this until after we streamed the game.
Yep.
But, yeah, it's... And, like, going into Tunic as blind as possible is the way to go. I have two moments where I was relevant to the HoloLive fandom at large. One of them was Earthbound, when Callie named Jeff Steve, which is why we named Jeff Steve in our game.
Yep.
And the other was, I was one of the people in chat helping Kiara with Tunic. That's it. Those are the only times I've ever been, like, an important part of HoloLive fandom. I ended up being... Oh, holy experience. That's funny. Trust me, it's hilarious. The Holy Cross is a big part of that game.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Butt stomp!
Alright, I can't get to that one yet because I have to get another ability.
Can you... You can't, like, do a mega butt stomp from higher up?
That's the thing. I need to get higher up. And,
Like, here is higher up.
well, I can give it a shot. There we go.
That's a good question.
Uh-oh.
Trying to remember what the name of that one zombie type from friggin' Left 4 Dead is. Because I remember that being a thing whenever Ed was doing Left 4 Drunk back when I was in college. Boomer, I think. No. Yeah, Boomer.
Nope, I can't reach that one yet. But I can at least go into here.
Yeah, my buddy Ed in college would play Left 4 Dead online with a friend of his, and they made it into a drinking game. Anytime you died, you had to take a drink. Anytime you killed one of the specialty zombies, you made the other person take a drink. And, like, awards at the end if you won an award, you made the other person take a drink.
Ow.
Whenever you do get to an expire, let us know. I may send you something that, well, that'll help you.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it wasn't the boomer. I know there was one that was explosive when you ran into it.
Yeah.
That may have been Smoker, then. I remember the witch was the thing that, like, whenever Ed heard the sound effect for it, because, like, they're hidden in a dark spot.
Yeah.
And then they run and instantly kill you.
I thought it was they also summoned the Horde.
Yeah, they also did that, but, like, whenever Ed heard, like, the sound effect of, like, the witch crying or whatever, he's like, oh shit, and would just, like, stop whatever he was doing.
Oh. We got a ring. How helpful. Let me just grab... Oh. Cutscene.
This place is kind of a dump. There's always a dump. Do you want to sit on the bench real quick?
Yeah. I was just checking for something over here.
See, I'm worried that you'll, like, go that way and you'll get hit by, like, the death cherries from, I Want to Be the Guy.
Just...
I want to be the guy. Coming never to a Landstar channel near you.
Yeah.
I have played it. I have not beaten it. I love I Want to Be the Guy just for the fact that it crosses the line twice in so many ways.
Welcome to the catacombs.
This is an awful time for my foot to fall asleep. There are death spiders and zombies everywhere and my foot is asleep. That's a double whammy.
Yeah, really. Okay, I've got to get up high for that one. Oop.
Ow! Jerk.
Oop, we got more death water.
Yeah, Surratt probably knows what I'm thinking of sending you, because there's... Okay, yeah. There's an aspect of the game that, like, you can absolutely, well, you'll get there when you get there.
Yep.
I think I commented on this last time, but yeah, this is a very piano-heavy soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Which I am fine with.
Frickin' mimics.
So, Surratt, you know how in that... Oh, God! Chain reaction.
It's funny because of all the chains.
So, Surratt, you know how in Dragon Quest 1, you're kind of, like, randomly wandering around and the Dragon Lord is not actively doing anything. He's just kind of there at the castle waiting for you. That is no longer the case in the remake.
Oh, there I go. Back I go.
Like, the remake of 1, does a good job of, like, upping this, showing you what the actual stakes are of, what the Dragon Lord's doing. Yep. Arcane Griffin is playing Baldur's Gate 3 again.
Welp.
We shall never see her again. The narrative is definitely more cohesive in the remake of 1, and, like, there's less, like, okay, randomly go do shit. There's, like, the game definitely is like, okay, you're going here next. They also add some new locations and plot threads.
Squish.
In our playthrough, we have arbitrarily decided that Potato 1 is a farmer. He doesn't know or care if he's actually descended from the hero, he is just doing things.
Yep.
He does know that the great hero, the great hero Erdrick never paid his grandma child support, and she was very pissed about that.
Going down.
Yeah, we've been enjoying the remake of 1, even more than, like, the remake of 3, which I still need to finish at some point.
Yeah.
But, I am looking forward to 2. Basically, every single thing I've seen about 2 has basically said the remake of 2 is one of, like, the best Dragon Quest games. Like, top 2 or 3. And given that 2 has long been considered, like, the worst game in the franchise, that's a hell of an improvement.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Here's a bit of... Oh, okay. This was the White Priestess's room. Oh, she was an artist. Let's see what this says. Oh, it's one of Fredia's memoirs. Performing the purification brings joy back to the people. I must continue, if only to be of that small service. I thought I was useless, but they need me, as long as I'm the White Priestess.
We're gonna find out she was a fraud, aren't we?
Another thing to read. Defense of the Twin Spires 2. After a long grueling battle, the White Priestess of the Fount was finally able to purify the blighted invaders. From that time on, few interlopers from the blighted lands were ever sighted. Peace had returned to Land's End. The power of the White Priestess of the Wind allowed the twin spires to be built, standing as symbols of the realm's defense. The Priestess of the Fount fought to defend them.
Spire, you never told us you were a twin!
Okay, I gotta go around for that one. Okay, I gotta go around for that one as well. Okay, back up I go.
So, in some ways, like, 2 is a better narrative than 1. At least originally. But also, they, like, crapped out 2 in a year and did not test the game, and oh god! It was painful. I'm really hoping I can rename the party members in the remake of 2, because if so, we are absolutely having a party of Potato the Second, Cookie, Pudding, and Streusel. But wait, shouldn't someone else be Potato the Second? Like, Potato 3 came before Potato 1 and 2. Don't question my methods. Oh, Spire is narratively a twin. She's that one boss from Bloodstained. This song is reminding me of something from 13 Sentinels. But you should check out the LP of that on Surratt's channel.
Yes.
Yeah, 13 Sentinels is one of those games where, like, there is not much I can talk about that game.
Without massive spoilers, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's one of those games where everything is a spoiler. Even the things that aren't a spoiler are a spoiler. It's teens and robots fighting aliens. Yes. Layla's having war flashbacks right now. I still love the one, Too Many Chihiros short.
Oop.
I feel like you're an enemy from Soten, more or less. I knew it was only a matter of time before you made that reference, and I'm just like, when you finally did, I'm like, freaking finally!
Okay, that's right, can't go through there just yet. It's gonna be a while before you can go through those doors.
We need blue pages.
If only it were that simple.
That reminds me of the damn Saturday Night Live George Washington's Dreams sketches. If only it were that simple, my friend. That would be funny if there was a taco run version of this game. It turns out if you go left, you can just avoid the whole thing. Yeah, I think the world record for, like, the original Myst is like a minute and a half. Like, obviously our taco run was something like 15 minutes because we were,
dicking around.
Yeah. We had fun coming up with our reasoning for everything in that game.
Yeah.
I picked 240 because it's like 420, only backwards.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Nathan groaned when I did that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. We need to do Myst 4 sometime.
Yep.
We don't have to do Myst 5. I'm just throwing that out there. Of course, I'm pretty sure Surratt refuses to do Myst 5 and refuses to do Abduction unless we do Myst 5. And I really want us to do Abduction, and I really want Arcane Griffin there with us.
Yeah.
Solely so you can get both sides of a specific story.
There we go.
It's funny, Myst 4 makes me angrier, but I hate Myst 5 more.
Here we go. Oh, wait. Another thing to read! The next White Priestess. Lady Fratia, the third White Priestess, will take up the mantle in the name of the Eastern Spring. Silva will make a wonderful guardian, but this pressure of taking on the role of priestess at such tender age will be immeasurable. It might be better for her to stay in the catacombs or her hometown by the cliffs than spend her days in the castle. The White Priestess of the Wind wishes for us to assist the young lady any way we can.
Yeah, so Abduction came out when Griffin was still in grad school, and she was having a rough week and, like, needed a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, much like myself, she was a big Myst fan. So I got that game for her. I thought it would take her a week. Maybe 2. Day and a half. Finished it in a day and a half. And I was like, damn it. That's actually a complicated question. Riven, of the Myst games, I would say Riven is the best one. Myst 1 still had some rough edges that needed to be worked out. Riven is better. Myst 3 is also better than Myst 1, I'd say, although there are parts of it that are a little rough, looking at the jungle world mostly. Like, Myst 3 is the one I have trouble deciding how I rate it. Myst 4, the parts I like, I really like. The parts that make me mad, make me very mad. And Myst 5, I just fucking hate. For a variety of reasons. Luckily, when Cyan came back years later to do Abduction, they were Abduction was awesome. Abduction is, like, Riven good. It's not technically in the same continuity as Myst, but, given that one of the characters greets you in the Denis language at one point, they were definitely willing to make references. Also, you can actually find a Myst book in that game, hilariously enough.
Huh. Ah!
David Ogden Steers was in Myst 5. He gave it solid performance. He could not save it. Yeah, that's... And the thing... One of the things about Myst 5, so... One of the games Cyan did was this MMO called,
Uru.
Uru, thank you. Brain fart, I'm very tired. And, like, they had all these plot threads in Uru that they wanted to do, but the game was not as successful as they would have liked. So, a bunch of those plot threads just got cut off and moved into another Myst game, Myst 5. So, like, it's not exactly a sequel to Myst 4, precisely. It's kind of, a side story to the Uru games. Which isn't to say that it doesn't tie in a lot with Myst lore, but, like, it canonically takes place 100 or so years after Myst 4 does. Which makes things confusing. Myst 4, the story things aren't even the things that bother me, necessarily. There's, like, one or two puzzles that are awful. The things that tend to make me angry at that game involve, like, suspension of disbelief things. Which, given that we're talking about a game where you touch book and go into another world, that's impressive. Myst 5 also does that, but Myst 5 also has other issues as well.
Oop, another reedy book. Defense of Twin Spires 1. A plague wind blew in from the far east, and with it a swarm of blighted abominations. The vile creatures found their lord, the Crimson Blight. They were the hatred of the ancients made manifest, warped into wicked, nightmarish form. Awaiting their arrival at the Twin Spires were the White Priestess of the Fount, and the brave knights who would face this new threat to Land's End. Even after being cut down time and again, the knights returned to the fray.
Oh my god, it's the damned bear tribe. No one's going to get that yet.
No, we still got a couple weeks before that comes up, I think.
Really?
I think it's either a week or another week, or 2 weeks. I can't remember.
Okay. Again, because, like, all the LPs currently going up are ones where I'm, Sir not appearing in this trailer. I'm not sure how long any of them actually are.
Yeah. Oops.
Well.
Well, either way, it's helping level me up a little.
Actually, the VR remake of Riven does some fun stuff with the lore and fixes some things narratively, although it's... It's basically impossible to get the lore of Riven and the original Myst to mesh perfectly with Myst 4. For reasons we'll get into whenever we actually play those games.
Yes.
Actually, the VR remake of Myst fairly recently got some DLC where they added in rhyme from Real Mist, and they made reasons for you to actually go to Rhyme, like, narratively. And it actually helps flesh out the two brothers. You basically get to experience them before they were...
before they became who they are.
Yeah. Like, you see the seeds of who they would become, but you also see a little bit of who they could have been.
Yes.
Like, the Mist series is one of the reasons I friggin' loved Tunic, because it's, like, obscure puzzle shit where, like, you have to... You're not just figuring out how to progress in the game, you're also figuring out what the hell is actually going on. You're here, you have no idea what's going on. Go out there and figure it out. Lily swings through the fences.
Well, it's more Garrett, but... Ah, you goddamn frickin' mimics.
Ah, God, I remember online there used to be the list of things I'm no longer allowed to do in tabletop RPGs. And one of them was something like, I am not allowed to refer to my mighty blow feat as Casey swings for the fences. Yeah, kind of.
Pillow, another thing to read. Silva's note. The knights and soldiers of the Twin Spires haunt me, rising to their feet after being cut down, undaunted in the face of the blight. Acting much like those afflicted by the same. Should I have asked the White Priestess more questions? Now there are so many left unanswered. I long feared the priestess and I were the lone souls at the spires, spared by the blight. I'm sorry, Sigrid. I became a guardian to protect you, but it turns out I'm unworthy of the role.
I cannot lift Mjolnir.
Huh. Gee, doesn't one of those names sound awfully familiar?
Sigrid does.
Well, what do you know? So this Silva has some kind of connection to this Sigrid. Interesting.
The murder ball guy! That was the greatest paladin. He thought the entire thing was training camp. He became the greatest murder ball player.
Take that, you son of a bitch.
What the... I'm trying to remember what my character's name was. Because it was actually a reference to another D&D character. A 3.5 D&D character. That's how old we're talking.
I mean, it was a Von Strang of some kind,
yeah,
right?
But because that was a running joke with some friends of mine. Because, like, I made this bard Otisberg von Strang. And so we've made a joke of, like, he eventually goes off into the multiverse and just has hordes and hordes of various bastard offspring.
Oh, another thing to read. The Heirloom of Land's End. The guardian heirloom of the White Priestesses is said to house a warding power that protects one from enemies and the suffering caused by purifying the blight. It is unknown who created it or by what means, only that it somehow came into the possession of the first white priestess long ago.
See, I read that, and I can't help but think that, like, the white priestesses stole something that they shouldn't have. And now we're suffering from, like, some sort of curse. And naturally, the first thing that comes to mind is... Return the slab! We've actually been in a Courage the Cowardly Dog episode this whole time. Who knew?
Huh?
King Ramses, the man in gauze, the man in gauze.
Good job.
That Starfinder campaign is also where the Splanch joke started.
Yep.
See, Wizard, you would find way... Fighter would just be hilarious. Wizard, I have seen you play Spellcaster. I have... Bad things happen to everybody when you play Spellcaster.
Yeah.
Sarat is exactly the kind of player you want on your team as a spellcaster. He knows the spells and how they work.
The nightmare at the Twin Spires is finally over. I've never seen so much death, never had to purify so many. Unspeakable sights? I can't. Can anyone fathom the pain I bear? Lately, numbness infiltrates my body, a kind of unfeeling unrelated to the pains of the blight. Were it to reach my right hand, how could I draw him the picture I promised?
Okay, so she was getting sick herself. Oh, snow beep! It was snowing today.
Yes.
Yeah. When Sarat gets a wall of force, be afraid.
Frickin' invisible birds.
They are the worst.
Unfortunately, I cannot go further this way just yet. We do not have the power to cross that.
We do not have the flying wings from Order of Ecclesia. Wait. See, that's the insidious thing about Sarat as a wizard. Sure, he'll have a couple of damage-dealing spells. Those aren't the things you need to be afraid of. You need to be afraid of every single other spell he has. Every utility spell. You want combat to happen? Too bad, it's Sarat time. It's beautiful.
Night, Spire.
Oh, good night. See, like, I'm the sort of player where, like, I will find crazy things in the environment and use that to like, cause crazy things to happen. Or, like, fast talk other characters. Sarat's the guy who, like, will break the game. That's an awful lot of skulls.
That it is.
Who will break the game with, like, random spells.
I've never laid eyes on anything more terrifying than the Blighted Lord. A fearful tremble in my legs was all I managed. I failed the priestess's guardian. I only realized after the ritual had ended that I should have prevented the creature's purification at all costs. Despite her resistance, so acute was the blight that it took hold over the white priestess's faculties.
Okay, so the priestess was... The priestess got infected, presumably. So yeah, I'm guessing if we purify enough things, we too will become infected. This brings to... Because I've rewatched the Soten streams, this brings to mind the area where, Grand Falloon / Legion is.
Okay, I can't get up there just yet. Oh, there's a waterfall. Never mind. Actually, wait. I think it was... Nope, okay. There was another one that's similar. Okay, I can't get up there just yet.
I haven't, and I need to.
Oop.
Like, both the Castlevania 1 and 2 fan remakes looked really good.
Yeah. Whoop. I didn't dodge in time.
Like the question you need to be afraid of Sarat asking in a D&D game is like, okay, so where is he in relation to me? The question you need to be afraid of me asking is, okay, so remind me, what is in the room again? If you hear me go, perfect, then you done goofed somewhere. There's a bag of flour. Perfect. Okay. Are there any cigarettes in this room? Sure. Excellent. What? Why? The DM was like, why are you happy about there being flour? And then he found out and was like, oh no. I'm eventually going to accidentally make an artificer who is the evil midnight bomber what bombs at midnight. Secret.
It's a secret, which I believe, if I remember correctly, pretty sure one of the, I believe the switch for that is buried somewhere in these piles of bones. There it is! Bye! Whee!
See, like, if that was actually a waterfall, the water in this room would actively be raising.
Who knows? Maybe the bones are really good at absorbing the water. I don't know.
They've been sitting there for God knows how long.
Ah, one of the ancient souls, which we need to up the Umbral Knight. Do. Oops, wrong button. Ah, hey, excuse you. Okay.
Sometime I need to play Druid again in D&D. It's been long enough since I've played Druid.
I mean, you still wanted to make one specific character.
Yes.
Who is Druid?
Yes.
Why are you so adorable?
Wah.
Oh, right. I go up this way. Up. Whee! Up, nope. Get back in the water. Yeah. Miss me. Oh, there we go. Another thing to read. Oh, memoir number 4. Always talking about a successor, within earshot no less. Have I outlived my usefulness? Talks of royal blood, of succession. I understand. I had no desire of birthing a child.
Merrick and his dagger buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Merrick was the last time I played Druid. And, like, I didn't even break out some of the best spells in that, but yeah, Druid spells, they're complicated. But they're fun if you can pull them off.
There you go, we got to upgrade the Umbral Knight this time.
Woo!
Ironically, my first playthrough of this, I went like through most of the entire game without finding his upgrade stuff until much later. Level up.
Speed up. Power up. Monk is a class that I want to like. I just have really bad luck anytime I've played Monk.
Ah, I got killed by a worm. Squish.
I have several ideas for, like, Warlock and Sorcerer. Couple ideas for Cleric, including Father O'Hagan, naturally.
Although he'd probably only last like 5 minutes.
Like, if I did a one-shot with Queen, if she designed it as a murder mystery, I would love to have it set up where, like, I'm playing as Father O'Hagan, and Father O'Hagan is the one who gets murdered, and then I bring in, like, my real player character. Of course, there's the one paladin I want to play. Grandpa Stinky. Years ago, there was a great dwarven hero who had made many enemies. Oh, I've even pitched, like, a serious version of O'Hagan where, like, he would not be a joke character, and Raven was like, no, I don't care.
Ah, you freaking mimics.
But, there was a great dwarven hero in ages past, and he had a proud lineage of heroes. However, not everyone of his descendants decided to become a hero. Stinkerson decided, because other members of the family were doing the heroic thing, that he would follow his dream and open a deli. And he did, and he was successful for quite a long time. Unfortunately, nobody told him about the vengeance curse that was placed upon the bloodline. So eventually, his deli became the lair of a great and powerful lich. Now, Grandpa Stinky must learn what it means to be a hero in order to fight off the Great Lich and take back his deli.
Gotcha. Yay! More HP.
I have a couple ideas for Artificer. They, hilariously, all just because of the way I'm wired and the way I think, pretty much all of them would be Alchemist. It wasn't originally going to be made out of a cake, but, you know, if I'm gonna do the reference, I may as well go all in.
Yeah, beware of the green pots.
The Mountain Dew. The Mountain Dew pots are evil once more. Greetings!
Hello! Ah. Frickin' mimics.
I actually have, like, a couple ideas for Ranger, hilariously. The one that I feel like would... It would either work great as a character, or everyone would get tired of it real quickly, is, the drow called the Hunter. It's a combination of, like, me doing the Mandalorian along with doing a pimp named Slickback. That's nice.
Yeah.
We currently have no cats.
Nope.
Sometimes we get to play with one of the neighbor cats, though.
Yeah.
Again, I'm pretty sure you're just an enemy in Soten.
Probably.
The damn Discus Knights.
Ah.
Nice. Alrighty, hi, Tailgater.
Hello. Oh, hey, look! We're all the way back up to this healing spot.
Oh, hey, shortcut.
Yeah, that's convenient. It'll be way more convenient than you think. Hang on a sec, because we gotta go back down here.
I kind of figured.
Grab you.
I can't remember if Sarad heard about this character idea, but, uh-oh.
Unfinished note. I'm going to the forbidden domain with the priestess. I know not if any means of shedding the blight exist other than purification. Also, we won't see one another for a while, Sigrid. My heart aches more than you know. I long to hear your voice, to hold you in embrace. How I wish to be with you. Were our situations reversed, you would be the one taking her to this dangerous place. I couldn't bear it. I'm fine with being the one to go. As long as you're safe, Sigrid, that's enough.
Verboten. German for forbidden.
doesn't look familiar in the slightest.
Gee, another nun.
Yeah!
A hammer nun.
I remember having trouble with her. She is tough. Also, yeah, if you couldn't tell, yeah, that's a Sigrid's sister.
Yep. I was gonna go with lesbian girlfriend, but hey. Hammer missiles. One hell of an air dash she's got there.
Yeah!
This reminds me of something from Small Saga. Bitch, you only have one hit point left!
Yeah, about that.
Oh, stage 2.
Stage 2!
Oh, mother of God! Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I've seen... When I was still living in Oklahoma, I think I saw some CSX stuff around. We lived right by a freight line, so... Of course, now that I'm here, I'm near a passenger/freight line. Usually more passenger, but occasionally we'll get one or two big freights through. There we go.
I actually got her in one hit.
Nice.
Or one go, I should say. Because I remember I struggled a lot with her at the beginning when I first played this. She's a very tough boss. This one definitely made me more like, yeah, you better know how to dodge. It's not worthy of being the priestess's guardian. So I found a way to protect her from the blight.
Turns out I dropped her directly in it.
In the end, my only choice was to flee. The blight washed over the land like an ever-consuming wave. Sheeps and shepherds of the cathedral alike all eventually became blighted. Now my body feels not quite my own, a stranger within my own flesh. Foul mages and their blasted potion, I was meant to be her guardian. Protector of the White Priestess, now turned brutal killer. Madness. Is this the work of the blight, or who I truly am inside? Secret, if I could see you, before there's nothing left of me. You are the one I truly wish to protect. My beloved sister, I only wished. Silva became a guardian to protect her beloved sister. Knowing full well it would separate them, she took on the burden of guarding the priestess. But hey, now we got a much better dash ability.
Woo!
As you see, we're not flailing around like a child anymore. We are zooming through the air. Also, a new ability. Also bought in the chat. But yes, as you can see, we're gonna have a bar, and once that's powered up, certain enemies will, or certain spirits will have an extra ability to attack.
Cool. The guardian of the white priestess of the fount. Then we must be close. The blight spreads even further.
Up.
It said that priests have hold over their senses despite the blight. Oh, so we're probably blighted already.
What, you mean our hair just doesn't turn black naturally?
This seems far too much for anyone to bear. As important as purification is, a priestess must also think of herself. I dare not say it, but you might be the last of your kin. There'd be no shame in running from all this. No one remains who could contend you if you did. In fact, no one remains. You may be the last person here, for all we know. For my part, I want you to live, to leave this land behind.
Oh. Hello. You never should have awakened. Yet now our fate is in your hands alone. I'm sorry. Only you can end the curse of the eternal blight.
Well, you're screwed then, buddy.
At the farthest reaches in a distant spring, there are waters yet untainted, clear and blue.
So don't poo in the waters, got it. So there's another D&D character I want to make. It would be a complicated build. I want him to be an unarmed build fighter. But, Lantern, you could just do a monk. No, I want him to be strength-based. So this character was once a proud gladiator who specialized in unarmed combat. But he eventually came to disgrace for dishonorable conduct within the ring. Shamed, he has tried to regain his sense of self and a sense of inner peace. And now he goes out seeking to right wrongs and solve mysteries. His name? Iron Bike Myson.
But yeah, as you can see, Silva's... I use hers a lot, because she does a lot of damage, but as you see, there's a bar under the bottom there. Once we kill enough enemies, we can charge and attack.
We can do her...
Exactly. And yes, now you can do that.
That may be enough to get us to the snow area.
Yeah, I think you're right.
See, I know how Metroidvanias work. Looks angrily at Metroid Fusion. Fun fact, we were actually considering doing Fusion for Mintember, and then we didn't, for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
I have opinions about Fusion. I could do the homebrew pugilist rules, unless they've made official ones. Fun fact, one of the reasons I don't use Okasan as much is, like, I just really don't feel like digging out those rules. They're saved somewhere in my computer. There are other reasons I don't use Okasan as much either. Even I get tired of him.
Ah.
So cold. They must be in Rochester.
Or Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. I think Syracuse got a foot of snow. Of course, Syracuse tends to get it even worse than Buffalo does. We're not anywhere near that far upstate.
No.
It has been a long time since Okasan has become El Pudin Diablo.
Yeah.
Like, with the benefit of several years of hindsight, like, the character I should have made for Smalls instead of Okasan for a variety of reasons. I should have made Angel. Again, hindsight is 2020.
Yep.
Granted, when we were first setting up Smalls, it was like before the Tasha's rules were a thing, where you could basically make any race have any stat bonus, and like Raven really wanted us all to play small races, and we needed something to be a meat shield, and none of the small races lend themselves to that. So I was like, crap, I don't have a character idea, and the Raven was like, you could make Okasan, and I'm like, okay. Seems so composed. Are you not cold? I'm actually a corpse! We did well to come across that amulet. Seems to weather the... Do we have shoes?
Yes.
Okay.
Very small shoes, but they are shoes. I had to check that myself when I was doing the arts. Like, was she walking around barefoot the entire time or not?
Are we playing the little matchstick girl? Because if so, I'm out. Excuse me.
Another thing to read. A bloody note. Day 1. Knights, soldiers, sinners. Even the sorcerers are here for the Bastion defense. Why'd they volunteer? That Coven lot gives me the jitters. Day 5. It's been 5 days since this battle began. Never in my life have I seen so many blighted. Oop, time to warm up.
Oh god, my butt's cold!
But yeah, see, she's got little shoes on. They just match her skin tone very well.
So, my mom is part of a choir group in the city they live in Oklahoma. And, like, every year they have a Christmas concert, and, like, along with other things. But, we try, like, my dad and I would try to go, to support what she was doing. And usually it was like, oh boy, it's Christmas song time. And, like, that's what people went to see. One year, they decided to, like, do a couple of Christmas carols, but then, like, the entire second half of the concert was, like, the musical version of The Little Matchstick Girl. And, like, the story's sad enough, but, like, the music version, like, it's, like, just soul-crushing. So, like, Dad and I get out of the Happy Time Christmas show, and we're both like, we both look at each other. You want to slit your wrists? Yeah, I kind of do. That was... like, musically it was fine, like, but it was just depressing, and so, like, because, like, Mom and Dad were friends with, like, the director and several of the people who, like, ran that community corral, Dad was like, yeah, might need to have a chat with Carl about, like, what to do during the Christmas season and, like, what people actually expect for a Christmas concert. They didn't deck no halls, is basically what I'm saying here.
Okay, can't go that way yet. Back down we go! Whoop, look out.
Oh, man, we recently came up with another character idea where we're like, damn it, there needs to be a canon D&D dog race.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Probably Sias.
No, it was something like, yeah, it's Sias too, but there was someone, like, we came up with something else, and it's like, damn it. And I can't remember what it was, and it's going to bother me.
Oh, there you go. I was waiting for that.
It has actually been snowing here on and off since yesterday. Not enough to actually do anything, but,
Mm-hmm.
Actually, while I was setting up on Friday, Star texts me at work, and it's like, oh, snow flurries! And I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's nice, snow flurries! Go back down in the basement to grab something, come back upstairs. Huh. It's a little more than flurries now, okay. Go and grab something else, look back out the window again. Holy shit, it's really coming down!
Whoop.
It actually snows pretty regularly here in the winter. Whether it, like, actually amounts to anything is another question, but there's... I know, the past 2 years that we've lived here, there's, You crack me up, little buddy! But yeah, there's, like, a good couple of months, at least this was the case last year and the year before, where basically, like, there was snow on the ground constantly. It wasn't always in the road, but... I think my favorite thing in Devil's Toy Box is the fact that we find out that Sam isn't the morality chain. Max is. Sam is not keeping Max in line. Max is keeping Sam in line. Whenever we do stuff like in specific parts of North Jersey, specifically I'm thinking the friggin'
No, just making sure something.
the Turtleback Zoo, like the route we take back, like we always have to double check, but
Yeah.
because of something the exit says, it's like this way towards the Lincoln Tunnel. So we're like, oh shit, no, don't make us go to the city. But no, it's just, oh, this way conveniently goes like nearish to that. We have no desire to ever drive in New York City.
Hell no.
When we go to the city, we take the train.
Or have somebody else drive.
I feel like even then, train would be preferable.
The problem is, like, getting out of the city in a timely fashion.
Yeah, the timing would be more finicky, but cars in the city are just... You're not gonna have a good time.
Nope.
Of course, we generally don't go to the city much anyway.
Nah.
Mostly timing. Like, depending on how train karma goes, it can be anywhere from like 2 to 3 hours to get there. Like, it depends on how the connecting train goes. And given that, like, we don't frequently have days off at the same time, it's like... Oh! What terrifying paperwork happened? Did they try to get you to go to New York City? Yeah.
Yeah. Ow.
Right in the splanch.
You get out of the way.
Oh! I could see how that could get awfully repetitive really fast.
Yeah.
Oh! That...
Yikes.
Identity theft ahoy!
There we go. Ow. Huh? Good places to land.
Well...
throwing your axes at me. How rude.
Axe knife. Congratulations! You're now the temp agency's IT person.
Welp. Okay, can't go through that yet. Up I go. Ow. Frickin' bird.
Freaking bird.
Hey! I was in the middle of a heal, you bastard. Ow. Axe to the face.
I've never played any of the Monster Hunter games, and, like, I hear they're good, I just have no real desire to look into the series. I don't know why. Like, I know Zach's a big fan, and I know a couple other people in our server are big into it.
Hello, you. Whoops, didn't mean to click that one. But I'll take it. Don't steal your damn birds.
Friggin' birds.
I know, right?
You ruined Christmas.
Going up.
Whee! In theory, I should be getting Octopath Zero this week. In theory.
Oh god.
Oh god, no!
Ah! I thought that was a jumpy spot. Oh well.
It is made of pain.
Apparently. Well, again, at least I'm getting some experience.
You must take down this T-Rex with nothing but a herring.
That's a choice.
You have angered the dire horse.
Nay.
That brings to mind something from Metroid Other M, weirdly. One of the great twists in Metroid Other M, but which that's a very low bar, but yep.
Honier's diary. Even up to the moment of her passing, my sister was smiling. Cradling her son lovingly, she entrusted him to me, praying that he would live a normal life. Even though it goes against the code of the Dark Executioners, I already made up my mind. I will raise Julius. His future will be his to decide for himself, and I will do all in my power to make it so.
So one of the great things that happens in Other M, it's actually one of the few things I know about it, while you're exploring this Federation science research station where things have gone wrong. Gee, that's never happened in a Metroid game! You find, like, this cat thing. It's kind of cute-ish. It absolutely hates you, and will start screaming, and that will attract other monsters and make them angry. It turns out, you find out later, this cat thing, actually the larval form of Ridley. It is a clone of Ridley with all of his memories, and he is not happy to see you. It's like, oh, this cute little kid. Oh god, it's a death space dragon. Oh no.
Okay, can't go that way just yet. Back down I go. Whoops. Oh look, the healing spot was right over there. bad spot.
Bad spot. No.
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 Go in corner. No, not that kind of corner. Oop. Ow. There we go. Back up I go. Ah! I just healed you.
I think my cousin had one of the cool spot games back in the day. Because everybody had a mascot platformer in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Ah!
We were in a spot in this game with a lot of water earlier.
Yes.
And this is called Ender Lilies.
Yes.
Were we in Lily's Well?
Although we had the wrong hair color for that.
Those LPs, which don't quite finish up by the time when I get home from work, tend to be very funny because I have no idea what's going on, and I'm like, well, I'm here now.
Yep.
We're being attacked by a fire-breathing chicken.
I think it's supposed to be a dragon. It looks more like a wyvern.
Oh, I know exactly which character you're talking about. And like that's not a bug, that's a feature. It's to show that like she has immense power and potential. It's just that she doesn't actually have like the intelligence or patience to do that. Another fun fact about that character, they don't wear pants.
Yep.
Yes! She wants to be helpful, and repeatedly attempts to do something involving brains or wants to get involved with something that would, like, require the use of a brain, everyone's like, please, for the love of God, get her to do something else. For the love of God, get her to do anything else, I beg of you. She does have the, of the base characters, she is the one with the highest base attack stat in the game, as I recall. You would think it would be another one, but nope, it's her. She is the, thing that hits like a truck.
Oh, hey, level 50.
Level 50?
Level 50.
Gonna need 350? Oh god, it has the screw attack! Actually, that was more like the somersault from Street Fighter, I guess.
Well, it's just squished now until I respawn in a respite area. Ow.
Somersault!
There I go.
Yeah, she kind of started the tradition of the Warrens being like the fast, hard-hitting characters. Looks over at Cray, looks over at Ray. Granted, Cray's a little bit slower and chonkier, but...
Yeah. Also, he doesn't have the Were-Tiger ability.
He does not. The Were-Tiger is actually a reference to a thing in 2. It's a reference to something that doesn't happen until late in the game, but...
Whoops.
There are elements of 2 that I do genuinely really like. That said, 3 and 4 are much better games.
Yeah.
I survived High Fort and all I got was this jackass monkey. If anyone tells you that their favorite Breath of Fire character is Sten, you should view them with deep suspicion. Like, I'm being unfair to Sten. He does actually have an interesting story that goes on. It's just High Fort kind of sucks, especially if you haven't been using him.
Going up.
I mean, I'd argue that, like... Ow?
Oh, right, this thing. Get out of here.
I'd argue that, like, the Frog and Spera are worse characters. It's just... High Fort really sucks.
Oh, hello.
I love Gobi. Yeah, Gobi kinda sucks.
Oh, hello. Treasure!
treasure. We found the ring of Ricorus, Raggy!
We did.
Rareful Ricorus. The problem with 1 is that, like, all of the characters are entirely forgettable. Except for, like, maybe Karn.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Gobi section does. Gobi section is like doing High Fort, only shorter, but it's having not leveled up Sten at all. So yeah, that section, you will be running a lot and praying.
Going up. These freaking eyeball things.
Eyeball traps.
There we go. Oop.
But Sarat, don't you like having the license to be a fish?
Going up. Ow. Oh, bless you.
Ow.
Well, this is a pretty good wrapping up spot for her anyway, just because it's getting late.
And I am very tired.
Yeah, and I have to go to work tomorrow.
Alright, as usual, thanks to everyone who is watching this either after the fact or who came out to watch. As usual, if you like our content, there are LPs on the YouTube channel!
Yep, we should be finishing up Kindergarten 2 this week, I believe, and still continuing with Bye Sweet Carol. I still need to actually finish that game, but we still have plenty of footage of it going up.
As always, we also have a Discord server, which we really need to do some movie nights, because there's some,
Yes.
some...
holiday treats we want to share with everyone.
Yeah, including one that I forgot was technically a Christmas movie.
Yes.
That was funny, because, like, you mentioned it somewhere, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's technically a Christmas movie, I guess. Yeah. This information for that is on the YouTubes and the Twitches.
Yep.
We also show up on other channels, such as Yorkshire Ravens, for various LPs, and surprisingly, neither of those.
Yes.
Yorkshire Raven for Bastard Smalls D&D and various LPs. We also occasionally show up on Surat's channel. We aren't currently, but...
Yes. No, not that either.
This is one that people aren't as likely to have heard of.
Yeah.
Hell, we didn't even know it was a Christmas movie when we got it.
No.
It's just like, oh! Huh! But yes, once again, thank you everyone for coming out. And stay tuned for more Ender Lilies.
Yes, we'll be continuing this further next Sunday.
Take care, everyone.